Like when you start to work with business owners, do they even have a concept of how deep this goes initially?
I don't think they have a concept of how deep. We've even had to, as we talk to them and say, like, do you know where your logins are? The answer is typically yes. But once we really start asking questions, no, they don't. Or they don't I didn't know I needed that. So no, I just didn't know that I needed to have the logins to that particular account. I didn't know that was part of our systems and being used in that way. Or they're just not really sure what's falling under and being identified as, right? I think that they've got the right intentions. And yeah, I mean, they're doing anything and everything people tell them to have a successful business. That's how we got to the point of should we exit, right? Is I've got a successful business, I'm ready to move on. Or this isn't working, it's going completely south. I want to get out of it. What can I get for the what I've created thus far? But the more efficient we are, the smoother operations are running, the more you're probably going to get in the valuation, but that also means there's usually more tools or there's more people involved. And most don't really know, like, oh, I didn't realize that our shipping rates were connected through this. I thought that our, a CRM or our online store or whatever was handling shipping. We didn't realize a third party tool was being used to handle the shipping. And so then it's like, yeah, we need to go hunt that down and look what that looks like, because if we can carry that along through the sale and the buyer doesn't have to go make a new agreement with them and maybe they can't get the same rates because of how long you've been with the shipper, hey, like that's something they can come back then and go, I don't know how you're getting those. And if we can't bring that over with us, we can't sell the product for the same price. So now we have to start looking at that is, a different, we can't raise the rates because we have to offset income. We need to be raising the rates because they're already just too low, right? So those are the pieces that you want to really understand. And the more you can confidently answer those going into the due diligence, like I said, you're going to have a buyer who's like, man, they're on it. They got this. I feel very confident. And they're not going to want to negotiate and change the valuation. They're going to see what you have and want to jump on it.
Right. And I mean, because a lot of times we're telling companies to get your financial house in order when you before you go to market for like 3 to 5 years, like clean up everything, not adjust it, like clean it up so it doesn't exist. It's not a skeleton in the closet. And this might just have to be something that you do in preparation for eventually selling in any capacity. Because what business owners might not understand is throughout that transaction, you're going to sign reps and warranties. You're going
Mm-hmm.
to sign that this is what we own. These are the assets. A lot of these are asset deals. These are the assets that we are selling to you. And in some respect, you've lied in the fact that you haven't disclosed the assets that are there, or, it's going to kind of come back and bite you.